here we go. Fingers crossed some of you are here and I haven't left you waiting for too long. There we go. Right, so as again I will say good morning, good afternoon and good evening my crazies. I am so sorry I'm a few minutes late today. I had a bit of a hectic morning. I took Liam out for a walk over on the nature reserve as per normal, and the little toe rag decided no, wasn't playing. He's not the nature reserve, sorry. We took him over to a local field where I can let him off. He decided he wasn't playing and he wasn't coming back to me. So I turned my back and walked, and at that he came over and got put back on his lead, but walked slower than me all the way home. Proper sulking he was. Proper sulking. So because of that, that's why I'm 5 minutes late. Honestly, I've walked through the door, his lead's off, I've grabbed my can, I haven't even cracked it yet. So I've got myself a drink and sat myself down and fired up the computer. So fingers crossed some of you come in at some point. Or at least this live is even live. Hey, Jules, welcome in, darling. Phew, I was scared for a moment then that nobody was in and there was no notifications fired or anything. So how are you doing this morning, darling? It is super, super hot here today. Really, really hot. I am sweating buckets. Hi Jane, welcome in. Sabrina, hello darling. She's saying hello to me and then hello to all of you guys as well. So what's everybody working on today? What are you up to? And what are we going to do? So for any of you that didn't manage to catch last night's live, have a little watch near the end, right? Because I have got this crochet magazine up for grabs. Okay, so you just got to pop in and listen to what you need to do and then add your comment in. I think most of you were in last night anyway, which is pretty cool. And then today we'll run our normal patterns on this morning's one, and possibly next week I will shove up a pattern on the AM. Not a pattern, sorry, a book on the AM, just to see how you guys like it. Or should I just make it a generalised video? What do you think? We'd have a few more entries in that way. So Jules has got her coffee and she's relaxing today. So does relaxing include crochet on knitting, Jules? Oh no, Jules. All right, Jules has had to put down her crochet at the moment. She's working on the falling leaves shawl and it's too warm for her to hold it on her lap. But she's nearly finished it too. She's hoping to finish it tonight. To be honest, the temperature we've got here, I haven't got any idea what it is. Let me see if my tablet will tell me. I've got like a weather app on here that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. So let's have a nose. Does it say anything? No. Yeah, so I can't tell you. All I know is it's freaking hot. So yeah, it's a case of having to put stuff down. I've got no choice. I've got to carry on going with the blanket once I finish the live. This live, I've got to do at least 5 rows. Otherwise, I'm going to be so far behind because I've got stuff going on this weekend and pretty much every weekend now. Sort of family stuff. So it's a case of the crochet has to go down, and I have to do it during the week. So it'll be a case of if we're out in the car, the red and the black come with me and I just make oodles and oodles of poppy fronts. And the bigger projects I have to leave until I'm here. But I've noticed that my lighting's a bit iffy in here now because of the way I've moved it around. And the fact that I fixed my blind. So now because I fixed my blind, I haven't got as much sun coming from this direction. So evenings, if I'm recording in the evenings and it's on my face, you get half a this sort of side of my face is all dark, and then this side is all blown out, and it's doing my nutting because I know I need to get my softbox from upstairs, but as soon as I put a softbox in, and that's when I start getting migraines, because I get light sensitive migraines, so it's a right pain in the posterior. Alright, so you guys are just saying hello to everybody. Sabrina, what are you making today, babes? Right, so I've got a new pattern to show you if you weren't here yesterday, and yes, there is a post-it note on the bottom. I've decided I'm going to do it that way now, because then I'm less on camera and I don't have to hunt around as much. So all new items will have their own colour coordinated or post-it note at some point. Have I tried Botox for migraines? No, Jules, as I said, it's only light sensitive, so I've had it since I was a nipper. I used to have medication for it, but I stopped using the medication when I fell pregnant with my first, so it didn't really work that well after I'd had her. So I just stay out the sun normally, or I stay out of my main one is like the strip lights that you get in hospitals. Those ones get to me, so if I'm in an area that's got those in, I can only normally last about an hour before my head starts going ba-boom, ba-boom. And then it's just a case of going and sit in a dark room with no electronics for like an hour or so, and normally it will fade off. If I leave it much longer than that, then I just pass out on the sofa. It's leave me, I've got a migraine. The family know what to do now, thankfully. They just don't wake me, they just cover me up and walk away and turn everything off. Because by doing it that way, you say, like the family, bless them, they've each got their own room with their own computer in, and the majority of the time they spend on the computer doing this, that and the other. So if I've taken over the lounge and they have to turn the telly off, they're not that bothered, because they'll just go and watch whatever they were watching on the telly, they'll go and watch on the computers. Ah, Whisper, welcome in, darling. Alright, yep, I'll be showing off that shawl again. I was just telling everybody from this point on I'm putting post-it notes on the items that I make that aren't mine, so that all the details are on there, so I'm less confused. I know you lot enjoy the confused looks that I give mine. So I'll show that off in a little bit. We'll probably do it about half an hour when we're on the half-hour point. Oh, just give me a second, gang. I am streaming.
We know.
What's
There's
up?
an emergency.
Okay.
The interview meant to be next week's apparently is this week.
Okay.
Moved up to 12:30 today.
Right, off you go then, because I can't do anything, darling. I'm on my live. You've got time to get your bus.
I don't have time to get a bus. They're at 10 past every hour.
21-year-old. Right, so no. Just give me 2 minutes, gang. Oh, I am so sorry about this, gang. I'm going to have to call off this live, drop her off at this interview, and then I'll be back. So I'll be back in about 40 minutes. Is that all right for you guys to sort of pop back then, and then I will show you it all the info, and restart my live.
Mum, if needs be, I can just like...
I'm so sorry, gang. I will see you all really, really soon. Oh, kids.